You ready? Whoop, whoop. You ready? 50's ready, I think. Mr. Ali, how are you? How are we, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Woo! What an intro. Yep, we are back on Good, and You. I am absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, guys. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a wonderful day off. For those of you that are off on Tuesday, and for those of you that work, get into my stream. That's all I can say. Now, I did take time to have a look back and find out where we got to, and if I remember rightly, you'll have to excuse me because it is Tuesday and I am off tomorrow, which is always a good thing for me. So what we've done, we're back on Sherlock Holmes, and we have just finished exhuming the body, haven't we? That's what we're doing. Stop talking and play the damn game, or you wow, do you know what, I don't even get a chance to welcome my followers. Okay, so Ket, hello to you. First one in the room. Guess who picked up a 4K monitor yesterday? Not me. I don't think Kets did. I know Dev didn't. Empire's rig's only just been sorted, so I'm going to put my finger on the button and go Ollie95 pick one up. Whoa! 4K monitor, eh? What size? What size was it, Ollie? Oh, 50's here. Wow! What size was it, Ollie? 28-inch. Wow. I don't think I could take any more monitors. I get moaned at for having 5. So there's no point me getting another one because people would moan at me for having 6. Good evening, guys. Okay, so as I've been told, I do too much talking. It was cheap at around 250. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to wait for Amazon's Black Friday sales and see what's going off. I may treat myself, I may not. And it isn't that I'm looking for, I had a 4K screen, kept it a week and got bored, sold it. I think the problem with that is if it upscales, then you're fine. If it's, you can get some of these monitors that upscale. If you can get an upscaling monitor, guess what? All day long, it's worth doing. If it's not going to upscale, then it's going to be pointless because not a lot of people stream in 4K. There are a few channels that broadcast in 4K, but normally, if I'm right in thinking, you have to subscribe to get 4K channels on Sky, on Virgin, and a lot of the other places. Yeah, but I don't think he's on about. I don't think he's on about streaming. I think what he's on about is just having a 4K monitor and, you know, being able to watch it at a better quality. Because I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. I wouldn't mind a 4K gaming monitor which would upscale. It's like I sell TVs at work, and I would always go for, I always try to sell the tellies that do upscaling, like the Hyacinth. The Hyacinth TV, those Japanese that sponsored the World Cup, they do an upscaling one, which is quite nice. That's quite good. Okay, 50. Enough talking now. Enough talking. Let's go to load. Where did we get to? Where were we, guys? How far did we get to? Exhuming the body. Last save. I haven't seen any difference when downscaling 4K to 720 FPS on my stream. Okay, no worries. No big deal. No big deal. Ah, the Kew Gardens drama. Let's see how we do. I want to do more Red Dead, guys, so make sure you're available. I so enjoyed that game. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, have we got to go through the body again, or did we not complete that? Yeah, we've done that.
What should we do next, Holmes?
That's all he ever says. Let's go into the book and find out what we've got to do. What does 50 have to do? Find the stolen plants from the last excavation at Kew Gardens. Find the plants that were used to kill Mr. Montague Dune. Inspect Kew Gardens staff building. Oh, it's the staff building we needed to do. And find out who killed Montague. Right, okay, so I think we have to go back. We have to go back to Kew Gardens. Here we go. Kew Gardens. Let's go back to Kew Gardens and find out what's going off. It is a shame sometimes that we have to leave this, because to do a stream all week on this probably would have been a good idea, and just carried on till we ended it. But I get moaned at for not following my schedule. Okay. Right, will this guy speak to us now? Because we've got to get into the let's have a look.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened?
I knew these were coming in because I looked at my sub count.
Somewhat depleted.
Mr. AM guy, thank you very, very much for
tidying up.
an outstanding 25-month subscription. Outstanding, sir. Wonderful. We'll give you one of these. You ready? Whoop, whoop. Nice. Mini-me just started, mate. You haven't missed a thing, Mini-me. We've just started, and how are you? Thank you very much for that, AM guy. I really do appreciate that from you. You have really, really supported my stream as well. Thank you very, very much. So, what was his relationship? We'll ask him for the keys last.
Director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes,
no, you haven't missed
it could
anything.
have been better. You see, every Tuesday
We
he
are
would carry out
trying
his
to find the
inspection of garden,
panties.
but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action.
Oh.
I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic.
How would you refer to a man of
it was
action?
no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that.
I'll
If you
put that
take
question
into
to guess.
consideration his kind of lifestyle.
So we're leaving the keys till last because that will give us opportunity to search the quarters.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him
okay.
so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh yes, he forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
Okay, so who is Margaret White?
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
You jump to conclusions, Mini-Me. We don't know yet. Lethal plant. Let's have a look, because I think that's got something to do with it.
Do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes.
Oh, that's a
nothing
nice
larger
word.
than-
Insectivorous. I've learned something. Insectivorous must be another word for dangerous plants.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed celebrating, shall we say.
Oh,
He was a member of the
Minibeat's
London
right into
Smart
this.
Set. He was famous for it. That and
You could be right. You could be very, very right
he
there.
had an eye for
Wow.
the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, so now we're going to ask for the keys.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before. And now, all of a sudden, he's trying to act as if he owns the place.
They
I think he
are,
wants
aren't
to
they?
take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We
I'm
shall
not going
continue our
to
investigation.
apologise for not streaming yesterday, but I will say that 50 felt really, really bad yesterday. Okay, so I think we've got to talk to Albert.
What should we do next?
Why couldn't you have just said, Watson, that we've got to go and talk to Albert, who should be somewhere around here? I would assume, I'm right in thinking that, aren't I, guys? We need to talk to Albert. I'm not. I take it back. Okay, right, so let's have a look at what I want to do. We don't want the door keys just yet. The relationship with your father... Oh, here we go, look. Let's have a look.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now...
You know, he's
after
got
his
the
death,
face of somebody
I've been
you'd want to
pondering it
call
over.
Tristram, wouldn't
Perhaps
it?
he
You know,
wasn't so wrong about
when
me
you watch
after all.
these
I have
posh
to follow his
films.
path. I have to manage Kew Gardens.
Yeah, I think
And I can do it.
Tristram...
I
How
can
are
be as
you?
good as any other who works here.
Who are you? So who is Mrs. White?
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
Yeah, he does. He's got red eyes, hasn't he? So we get to see Mrs. White anyway. Colonial Collection. Let's go for that one, Hamish.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not...
AM
has
guy,
never
you
been
never have
the
to
deputy
apologise, mate. You
director of Kew
support me,
Gardens.
even if you're
My
not here
father
all the
would not have
time, mate. You
tolerated
do
it.
support me, which is absolutely brilliant.
That is most interesting.
Absolutely
He told us
amazing,
that he
mate.
was.
Thank you very
Yes,
much for
because
that.
he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Oh, so that's his problem.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I
Okay.
cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced
That's what
that my father was
I'll go
stealing all
down
of the
that
credit
line.
for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish
think
in the
so.
same way as he treated anyone, dismissively, with indifference.
Because the first thing he was saying is that he should be in charge of everything. So there's some animosity going off between him and the guy outside whose name I can't remember. I think it's really hard when you watch these things and you'd think that a son would stoop so low to either plot to kill his father over the fact of taking over a business that he was introduced to. Because I kind of think family ties are a lot stronger. But
We noticed
People
that
do
a part
that.
of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
oh, okay, so where are the keys, mate?
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them,
Oh,
but I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
okay. So have we got the keys? Let's have a look. Right, we've got the keys now. What's this? Marble fragment picked up from the floor of the colonial collection. Judging by its form and refinement, it is probably part of a statue. Sculpture. Could have put that in one line, couldn't they? Okay, so we've got the keys. So let's see if we can go to these locked rooms now. Right, 50. Where do you go? Oh, hang on. No, where do you go, 50? Right. If we go back out. So I think this... Where we're going to now where the office is. There we go. Okay. Oh, nice room. Okay. Very Victorian. Oh, I've got a safe there, which I'm not looking forward to. Have a look. I think shows up at the moment. Okay, let's scout. Watson, where are you? Get over here. So
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
Kew Gardens, please announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They haven't named it. The Siberia barley, Mr. Matron, hyacinth the pearl. Okay, so that's just telling about convincing next Monday upon the various subjects. Okay, right, okay, so okay. What else have we got? Oh, a letter. Miss Margaret, following the last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. So somebody was trying to kick her out anyway. There we go, look. Oh, look at this. As you pointed out bluntly, you are no longer needed. Of my services, you are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck. Montague Dunn. So that's a letter of resignation. Oh God, I haven't finished. Oh no, the storyboard, guys. Help. The storyboard. Help. Right. Deadly plants. Perhaps wife exploration and poison. Oh, so deadly plants and that will go together. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, hang on. Deadly plants. Oh, okay. Get rid of those. Come on, guys, help me out with this. You know, I hate this storyboard. I hate it. Dunn was trapped. No. Do you reckon? Oh, nice one. Have a look. I hate this storyboard the way it goes. We did deadly plants and poison. Now it don't go together, so they don't match with that. Right, okay. White exploration. Deadly plants are stolen. Okay. Right, we've got to get some more clues in, haven't we? I think. I noticed a mirror as well.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Oh, Reynold Hamish. Okay. Director safe. Oh, come on, please. Okay. Here we go. How? Oh, okay. Oh, this is not going to be good. Right. 2, 2, 2. Right. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, and 1. No. Oh God! Why so early in the game? I've not drunk enough. I've not even got into the game enough, and it's got me a challenge already. It must be 3. I'm thinking, is it 3? It's got to be 3, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so 2, 2. It's got to be 3. Remember these numbers. 2, 2, 3. 2. Is it 2 or 3? Come on, guys. This 2. Hang on. No. Oh God. So 2, 2, 3, 2. Is it 3? No. I'm going to go 3. Hang on, hang on. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. How many is there? We're going to go 3. Oh! You're saying keep going? You can't. Right. 2, 2, 3, 3. Right, so it's definitely not that. Then it's going to be 2, 2, 3. Then it's going to be 2, 2. If it's not 2, I'm blaming mini-me. No. So it's got to be 3, 3 or 4. Right. 2, 2, 3, 3. I'm going to go 3. Then I'm going to go 3. Right. I'm going to... Right. Okay. I'll go 4. No, it's all the way around. It's all the way around. 2, 2, 3. Then we're going to go 4. It can't be 4. Right. All the way around. Right, we go to there. Right, let me work this one out. 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's 1, 2. So it might be 5. Right, okay. It could be 4. No, it's definitely 3. It's definitely 3. Then it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might be more. Woo! How are we doing, Mr. Greendas? How is everything? Absolutely fine. Now, Mr. C. Frederickson, sir, how are you? 2 times, 2 times, 3 times, 3 times, 5 times, 5 times. Too late now. I needed that at the beginning. I needed that at the beginning. Greendas, I hope I already saw you in Mr. T's chat, and I'm sure you said you were at work. I have never known a man who is always at work. What do you actually do at work? Apart from watch me and Mr. T and everybody else. What do you actually do? Yes, you guessed it. Honestly, how you doing, Empire? Okay. Let's have a look what's in here. So we've got letters.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. So when will you be back in the land of the living then? I have to turn it down when guests come to reception. Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, I can imagine that. Well, you need to be doing something. You do need to be doing something. I get that. Oh, do you know something? The day... Oh, I don't know how to actually address this one, because the day I do a VAT sim is probably going to be the last day I stream. Well, we've worked out that there was a lot of debts. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We know there was a lot of debts. It could have been, do you know what, Minimeep? It could have been for an insurance claim. I think the document, or there's something in there regarding the place being insured. That's what I believe. Okay, what else have we got? There we go, look. Right, so there we go. Okay, right. So that's answered the question. I was very stressful and was so nervous. I think it's... I don't know. I don't even know what my fears are. I don't know what my fears are for doing that. A member of the Divine Syndicate passed a complaint against Kew Gardens and mentioned an old case that had been published in the newspaper, the case of June 14, 1889. So we may have to, we've got to investigate that one then and find out what that case was by looks of things. Oh God, the storyboard. Letters everywhere. Please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your letter. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institute. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and save the most extraordinary, precious and rare species of plants. That's what his issue was. Our duty is to protect such species from those who might use them for dubious purposes. The Divine Syndicate, of whom you speak, have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14, 1889. So I might respectfully ask you once again, to notarize the permissions on the plants and behalf of Kew Gardens. So the documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodle on Tuesday, as always. Boodle? Where's Boodle? What is Boodle? Oh, storyboard. Storyboard. Exploration. Right. Okay. Miss White and Miss Doodle had a recent disagreement. Okay, nothing happened. So do you think we'll get that now? No. I think we need to find another clue. Boodle rims with poodle. Boodle rhymes with poodle. It's not. I don't think we've got anything else here at the moment. And noodles. Oh, guys, come on. Right, let's have a look. Holmes.
What should we do next, Holmes?
That's all he says. That's all he says. I think we need to ask questions. We'll just search around here once more. We've done that. That's fine. That's completed. Oh, there we go. Look, champagne. Oh, okay. Ah,
French wine. A remarkable vintage.
French wine. What should we do now? Do you know what? I've got no idea. It's a dog nursery home.
Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste.
But it looks like he may have been entertaining somebody because there was 4 glasses and a decanter. Have a look at this. Holmes, move out of the way. Mirror. Move! I wanted to see what's behind that mirror, why it's covered up. But I can't because Holmes is in the way. Sorry, Watson's in the way.
What should
move,
we do
Watson.
next, Holmes?
Watson, move! Right, let's just have a chat to this guy, find out if he knows anything.
Just be careful
No.
with the plants during your
We
inspection.
need to speak to the sun then, don't we? Maybe extra strong for some people. Oh, okay. Just have another chat, see if he'll talk to us.
Excuse me, but I
No.
have to tidy up this room.
Right, let me get back in that room quickly before Watson gets this. See if I can get to that mirror. Get to that mirror, quickly. No, nothing. Well, we've got keys to all the locked rooms now, haven't we? So let's just have a look around, see what we can do. There we go. Oh my God.
Gloves. Waterproof aprons. Everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Yeah, they said that. You actually said that, didn't you?
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals.
There you go. I think we've got...
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
So, Mini-Meep. Somebody went in, got a protective suit, and must have, excuse the expression, planted the plants for somebody to get hold of, knowing it would kill them. 50's on it. 50 is on it. Stop drinking that toxic chemical. This is lemonade. Oh, there we go. I've just spotted something. There we go. Here we go.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Yeah, it's a superstitious thing, isn't it?
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
It's like that saying that if you smash a
Several
mirror, you'll get
drops of the
7 years
substance
bad
were
luck.
spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
I've only been streaming for about 4 years, so it's 4 years bad luck for me.
What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune
Oh,
to chemical
dear.
attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good
Toby!
nose.
Oh, we're going to get Toby! Yes! Do you know what? Do you know what makes this game? Is when we go and get Toby and take him out for a walk. I'm so happy now. So we're going to have to go and get Toby. Here, boy. Come on, Toby. Honestly, all you dog lovers. Ah, thank you. We'll do the while we're there. We will do the archive for that. What was it? 1884. Something happened in 1884. Not letters. Not research. We need to go for the. I think it's the books into over here. There we go. There we go. Botany. Which one is it, guys? A member of the Divine Syndicate passed a complaint. Plants.
That is not the
Oh,
one
come
I
on.
need.
Oh, it was in the Times. Okay, 50's not watching. It was in the Times. Newspapers. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Divine Syndicate Club follows a good kind twine situated on 48 Grosvenor. How do you pronounce that? Grosvenor Street. Cotton Road, protectors of the plants and more, particularly trees, and currently subject to an administrative investigation. The leaders of the organisation are suspected financial malfeasance. It may be that the investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against the inspection documenting state about the private organisation which has given at least a goal of defence and protection of nature and which operates many persons of influence, including political representative of the opposition party. Okay, so Groves, yeah, Gross. No, it's pronounced Grosvenor Street or something. Okay.
Here it is. And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect.
So we're going to see
It
the
is
Divine
time to
Syndicate, I
find
take
out
it.
what they
But
have
we got.
against Montague Dunn.
I'm thinking, do we go and take Toby back and search that first? Because I know we've got to go and see Toby. Find it. Where is it? It's down here, isn't it? Use Toby to track the thing. We've missed a lot here, you know. Well, we can't find the plants yet. Inspect Kew Gardens, staff building, and we're going to go back. We'll go back there and try and do these few. We haven't met Miss Margaret White either. So we're going to take Toby back. Toby, come on.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
Okay. We're going to Kew Gardens to take Toby. Yeah, we'll take Toby to Kew Gardens. Let's do that. Let's go there. A bit of stutter in the game this evening, don't know why. Let me just check, see if I'm just going to check, see if I'm running anything I shouldn't be running in the background. We have a bit of a stutter.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
Oh, let's Toby search. I love the way the dog can open the doors though. Paw. There we go. Come on, Toby. You've got this. You've got this, Toby. Row, row. Row. We've got this. I just want to say, will somebody throw the dog a bone? He's digging.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes.
Oh, we've got to examine the gold flakes.
Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to examine them. Dialogue. Yeah. Perform analysis. Chemistry flakes burned. Right, so we'll do that when we get back. So now we've got to go back to Baker Street anyway. Get that sorted out. We were going to check the... buildings again and see if we can get into the colleagues' quarters. I don't know if we go through here. Yeah. So we didn't check everything in this room anyway.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Oh, okay.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Cheeky git. What are you trying to say?
What should we do next, Holmes?
That's what you... Oh, do you know something? So we've still got to go back to Baker Street.
A
I thought he would have been able to use this.
Recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory.
Oh, here we go. Listen to this, guys. Oh! Dear, let's put the roll on. Thomas Edison. Wow. Only the best.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
So some plants do omit... Oh, come on. Chemical...
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report.
Okay. Evidence required. So I've got to do more on this. Right, we've got to do a bit more on that one. Wow.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Elvis.
A botany book.
Oh, it's a repeat year.
This student's book belongs to Albert. locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
Oh, okay. Oh no, God. Ah, right, that's how we did it. Switch. There we go. Trying to work out how that piece there goes there. That's right. Oh, God damn. I want to see the lines. Right, so that's right. Right, so how do I get that there? That's what I want. If I get that there, it all moves up there. Right, that's right now. Ah, see, that don't match then. Oh, this is... Oh, I've got... There's another one. Hang on. Switch. There we go. That's what I'm not doing right. There's nothing to move. Oh, this one's not easy. It's showing an arrow that I can't actually move. I can rotate it that way. That rotates that. I'm kind of good there. Oh, okay. See, that's not right. I've got to get this on the right. I can't see the line that connects this one. That's the problem. Oh, I think I've got to... Oh, come on, 50. It doesn't move. That arrow don't move. Oh, this one's a little bit weird. That's right, that connects. Why is it showing on? I can't move it forward anywhere, any other way. Oh, that's what I was trying to work out. I've worked it. That's what I'm trying to work out. So that looks like it goes there. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. God, these games! I don't move. That's hard to move that. Oh, okay. That one. Okay, that's right. There we go. Woo! Woo! Just that middle bit that was the issue for me, but we got there. 50 got it. Okay, cloakroom. Let's examine. Mrs. White's locker. We haven't met her yet we're going in her locker.
Miss White's locker.
So she is not going to be happy with us whatsoever.
Is a capable student.
5 years. She's got a bonnet.
A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
I'm writing this letter with reluctance to ask you for help. My student and my house costs have proven to be more expensive than I had expected. I fear, therefore, that I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we have had our disagreements in the past, but it would be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money. Okay, the letter that every parent dreads. It isn't it though? The letter that every parent dreads. Guess what, Daddy? Mummy, I've got no money. I've been out partying with all the boys. Spent all my money. Not good. Okay. Nothing of interest in that, I think. Oh, sell the jewellery.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
Exactly, she's got no money.
A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
We were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think as for your money after all these years that you have passed since you've left? And without any thought of us, you have never shared with us any details of your success at university, but you choose to do so now. Suppose you might be ashamed of us. We are not from the same high class as you. New friends. New people. You should learn to put your family first, as we at home have always done. None of us ever compromised your reputation. It appears you have already with your employee, Mr. Dunn. Okay, so in other words, they're not going to help her, but she's got money anyway. It looks like she's done something, because at the end of the day, she's got all that jewellery. She's got a vanity purse that's worth, well, that's of high quality. There's a letter here as well. Know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I won't consider it an honour if you might accept my help. Okay. He's a shopaholic. What woman isn't? Right, okay. The storyboard has got +1 on it. I'm not going to bother with that just yet at the moment, because I don't like that storyboard. It absolutely stresses me out. Let's just have a look at all the other employees.
Martin Hamish's locker.
Let's have a look in there. If we can get more clues, then I suppose we can put more things together in that storyboard room, can't we? Oh, I can't see the back of this. Is it not going to show me the back? Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Father and I. Kew Gardens.
What's that?
A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has
I
written
like the title
several
of that,
pieces.
Green Thumb. Mr. Great Pub 50, how are you, my friend? How are you? Dear. Recent events unfold at Kew Gardens oblige me to renew my application for the management position. I have stated already in a previous letter, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunn was alive, I understood your reservations to my suggestions. Your reasons were polite, and so I was happy to comply. Okay. Happy to comply. But now that Kew Gardens lie in disorder, how can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of unexpected people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency, so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead and free my mind from this uncertainty. Oh, God. Mr. Diablo, how are you? How are you? Yeah, well. Thank you. What? Not on here. Right, so we've got the pictures. Interception of the rack. So we've got the picture there. We've got that. That one's green there.
Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
So it might not.
Albert's locker.
Is this his son's locker, Albert?
Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
Albert's his son, isn't it?
Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
He's Royal Navy School, NC, Recruitment Centre, London. So it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results with our... Already? The good lady's just showing me her new... Oh, is it? It's not December. Do it in December. Honestly. It's hyped up for Christmas. With our internal examinations, we are unable to invite you into the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunn, has expressed his intentions to entrust to you the directorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew Gardens. Right, okay, so look. It says here that he was going to get a position there anyway. And it is clear that he would not release you for the entire year of the naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens. Yours faithfully, J.M. Lancaster, the Director of the Royal Navy Training Centre. I'm getting harassed by the good lady. Sorry about that, guys. Right, what we've got here now. So, that's what we've just got denied. Albert Dunn had hoped to join the Navy, but he was rejected. Film at 11. So that was his motives. What we got here now, let's have a look. How far did we get? Oh, okay, so we've done some of these. Thank you. We've completed some of these now. Find out what the divine is, Mrs. Margaret. We haven't met Mrs. Margaret yet. Find out who killed the donkey. Find the plant that was used to kill Montague. The good lady is harassing you. Let me bring out the bat. Yeah. Well, she's not harassing me, to be honest. She's actually looking after me, to be fair. She's just brought me a drink. I know. She's actually just brought me a drink, to be fair. So, do we go and meet Mrs. White now? I think that's what we need to do, to be honest. I don't think there's anything else in here. I don't think there's anything in here to look for. Let's have a quick look. We've done the tracers on the desk. Yeah, so we'll go out and speak to Mrs. White if we can. Let's see what she's got to say for herself. Okay. Where would she be? I think we've got the keys for the other room, so haven't we now? That was locked, I think. Yeah, that's right. The nursery was locked. Okay. Is she in here? No. There are no traces of anything anywhere. Nothing. What? Oh, here we go.
A glasses case. It is empty. A thesis written by Martin Hamish. This area serves as Martin Hamish's office.
That's it. Oh, hang on.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing, but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens.
So that was the rival company, wasn't it? There was something to do with a rival company somewhere.
This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition.
Horticultural. We may have to go to the Divine Syndicate and find out what they were about at the moment. I thought we were going to meet Mrs. White, Margaret White, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, well, we'll go through this door. I thought we were going to meet... Oh, hang on. A bust. The seed room.
It is a bust of Montague Dunn.
Okay, oh, I missed something.
It is a bust of Montague Dunn.
Right, so I haven't missed anything. Okay.
The
New
seeds of
seeds.
plant species are stored here.
Okay. No traces of anything.
What should we do
No,
next?
that's all you ever say. That's all he ever says. Nothing hidden here. Right, we'll go through the next door and find out what we've got to do there then. Oh, come on, Watson, man. Aha! The seed house.
Open.
Sesame. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hello.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes.
Yes, I
It's
am
okay.
here.
Yes, I am.
What a
It's all
pleasure
right.
to see you here at Kew Gardens.
People refer to me as the 50-plus
you
gamer,
working on
but
a
you know
case?
you can do that. I'll accept that from you. Oh, hold on a second. I have to be careful here now.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
He does, because there are times when the game will split. I liked the last one that we did when we were trying to get to the different levels, and it kept splitting from Holmes to Watson, and he had to do his little bit. On occasions, he'll go off and have to do something anyway, Mr. T.
Would you
Mr.
happen
C.
to know why part of the colonial
So
collection
it does,
was
he just
cleared?
doesn't get used a lot, does it?
No, I have never been there.
Relationship with the director.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh, yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic, and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Okay.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys.
Oh, wonderful.
He
We've got
agreed I
keys.
might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Do you work here?
Part-time only.
Well, that's that question wrong,
I
didn't
am a
it?
biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
Oh, seldom.
The
I
Divine
like that
Syndicate.
word.
Does that name mean
Seldom a
anything
split
to
screen.
you, by any chance?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Not at
No,
all.
it doesn't work like that.
But it is
It
a
just
very
changes
pretty
character.
name.
You don't really have a split skin. Right, okay, guys. Let's do a profile of her. So that will have belonged. Oh no, it doesn't mention that, because looking at it, it says it probably belonged to a mother. Expensive perfume. Ah, you see, her hands have got rashes on there, look, but it's not picking them up. There it is, now it has. Or family, what's that supposed to mean? Is that to do with scurvy or something? Right, what are we missing? What are we missing? Do you know what? I thought somebody would mention that. Now look, hang on. I thought somebody would. Why are men so bad, eh? What is it? It's a frigging character, for God's sake. What's wrong with you people? I can't go back up now, look. I'm frightened to go back up. Oh, God. Why? Why? I don't want it right. Look, I've got to check. Listen, what you see on the stream, I'll black it out because I've got to check. Oh God, I'm missing one part. Look, there's just one part that I'm missing. I've got to check everywhere, for God's sake, people. Oh, unmarried. Woo! I could have worked that one out, couldn't I?
Thank you, miss.
Thank you.
None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. is
Go back. Stop it.
Poor Mr. Montague Dunn. It is so awful.
Right, okay, let's check the room out. Tab. Right, she's now on the list. Right, oh, look at this. White is a beautiful young lady who appears moderately wealthy. Nevertheless, her hands can be seen to be marked by a tiny brown dots. These were caused by, I don't know, pelergy, condition that emerges after prolonged period of malnutrition. So it's like scurvy then. Once you've looked, hard to look at her. It is, and I know what you're saying. Oh, guys, honestly, why are you putting 300% convinced Albert would be convicted by her? Okay, convinced by her. Yeah, he would. It's amazing what you do for a pretty face, isn't it? Did we pick anything else up? Have we picked anything else up? None of the employees at Kew Gardens can explain why the colony collections are particularly emptied and cleaned. Okay, so we did that. Just trying to work out what else we've picked up and we haven't, have we? Okay. Right, I don't think there's... Oh, there is. There's a lot to check here. Oh, we've done... I thought we'd done all this.
Materials for college study. They belong to Albert.
So there was something going on.
These leather gloves are new and of good quality. They do not appear to have been used. This place serves as Albert's office.
Okay.
A book about ships. Nothing at all to do with plants.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
I close the window. I'll leave it open. Right, so we've done... I may have to close the window. I don't know. Oh, it closes on its own. Aha! Let's have a look. What was that one first? Okay. It'd be great, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. That'll get you out of it as well, won't it, Dan Rooms? And how are you anyway, matey? That will get you out, which is good. We have to work out which door we go. We'll go through this one. Okay, continue going straight through. Right, so now... We didn't have a locked room around here that I'm aware of. Can we not do something with this bloody generator now? I know there was something around this generator. It's just a place of interest, isn't it?
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
But that's all it does. We've done that. Do we have to go back to the staff buildings then? Because I don't know if everything's completed. That'll be alright for you. They'll give you a good... If you do alright... If you do alright as well, they'll give you a good CV, which is going to be nice. I'm trying to work out... We need to speak to Albert again, don't we, to be honest? I think we'd need to speak to Albert. I love how when you come in here it plays that music. What was... Watson, clear off. That's all. That just tells you the temperature of the rooms and everything. So this is the room that we had to do the reconstruction in and everything. Still not getting enough clues from this, to be honest.
According to this, they have light and moisture control
No, I
in
was at
some
the wrong
parts
key.
of the
Come on.
building.
The door I wanted to open. Okay, he's not going to speak to us, you know. Oh, he is. Right, wonderful. Don't be nervous. Do not be nervous. You'll be fine.
I perceive
You will
that
be
you are
absolutely
passionate
fine.
about the Royal Navy.
I won't be nervous about anything.
No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Okay, so let's not mess around here now. My future is here. Albert's Hope. Symbol on broken pot. These 4 Kew Gardens. Fragment from buried cemetery flask. I would probably say it would have to have something to do with the keys, wouldn't it? Because he gave Margaret White some keys. He's got a set. Why would he give her a duplicate set of keys? What do you reckon, guys? Why would he give her a duplicate set of keys? There's the fragment from the statue. That's obviously something that's broken. It's gone missing. The buried cemetery flask. I don't understand why that's buried at the moment, because we haven't done a test on that to see what's in it. Symbol on the broken pot. I think we'll find out more about that when we go to the Divine Syndicate. And Albert's Hopes. Right, okay, so I'm going to go for that. It's going to be wrong. Oh, god damn! Obviously,
I perceive that you are
have
passionate
to
about the
pick
Royal
the
Navy.
correct answer.
Passionate? No, not really.
Albert's Hopes.
I like
Okay.
ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
So he was trying to... You know,
And
if I
yet
find out you guys are
know that the
Googling this, there's going to be some
Royal
serious
Naval
trouble in
College
jail.
rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
He does, don't he,
Thank
though?
you, young man. We shall see you again.
He does look guilty. Oh, I thought that would have gone. White's family and studies. Okay. So Albert's humiliation and ambition. There we go. Okay. Albert's ambition. So his ambition was something to do with the Navy, wanted it to be, whatever happens. That was his ambition. He wanted to be a sailor. So what have we got with Miss White's family? The Miss White's family refused to assist her financially with the studies they did. Like Montague said, they disliked Montague, believing him to be a liberate. But he promised to continue his family support. One of the plants that was stolen from the exhibition can prove fatal and harmless, and sorry, to humans. So poisons. It's got to be that and that, but it don't go. Weird that is. You would think the plant, deadly plants and poisons would have gone together. Or deadly plants there's nothing about. No. 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 I hate this storyboard. I just don't like the way it is. Done that one. The poisons. Studied. London University. She enjoys her work and has a talent for it. Her specialist in is exotic plants. So exotic. So White studies. No, White studies and deadly plants. That's what I want to go for. No, that don't go either. So I can't put that one. No. Coming back to that. I don't like that storyboard at all. I absolutely hate it. I really don't like it. So he's not going to speak to us now.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
So what have we done? Right, we've done all that. So we might as well go to the Divine Syndicate now. Find out what they've got to do with all this.
If I go there, Toby will wait for me in the cab.
Oh, okay. Are we taking Toby back, I take it? He's done his job. Toby's done his bit. He found the bottle and all that kind of stuff.
This place is beautiful, Holmes.
Oh, wonderful.
Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Mr.
Let
Ching
us
Dao.
find someone who could help us.
Looks nice. I wonder if this is where they could have got probably some of the deadly plants from. We'll put it down to Oriental. That way you can't go wrong, can you? Chinese, Japanese, Cantonese. Just go Oriental. Hello, sir. Sorry to interrupt your meditation.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
Told you.
I am exalting the sap.
Back off.
A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
Yep.
The Green,
Grand Mystic.
Himself.
You know what? Welcome.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
We visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
Oh, that's what it's true.
It was merely an observation.
So,
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
Yoda.
It is a school of anastomosis.
I like his tattoo.
The divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation.
Tattoo on his neck looks okay.
You may say, the divine syndicate. Glory to the eukaryotic. Only
We're trying to find
true
out
devotees,
what the divine
those
syndicate
whose
has
hearts
got a
are
connection
ready
with
to
Kew Gardens.
spermatize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom.
Mr. Blanket, how are you?
And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
What?
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees.
How you doing, mate? Are you okay?
Access to your temple.
Okay.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
God knows. Name of the Lord of the God King. It's got to be that one, hasn't it? Twain the God King. It's got to be, hasn't it? Oh, yes, had to
Our
be.
God King's name is Trewan, Green
Trewan.
Oh,
Grand Mystic.
la, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
So hold
I
on.
pray you to taste our
Hold on.
fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
Something don't make sense
But
here.
of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Remember raw sap. So you're telling me that they've just walked in there, said a few words to him. He's like, you what, wise? Wisdom. Said a few words and he's given him the key to this place. God, look at the tattoo. Look at that. Not giving us the symbol either. Oh, it's not good looking here, is it? Not as good as it was earlier on. Fingertip calluses, okay. He's not married. Oh!
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Oh dear, let him meditate. Right, let's have a look around. They walk in and somebody just gives them the keys and says, do you know what? You go and do what you want. You can go anywhere you like, sir. You're that famous Sherlock Holmes, aren't you? Or can we do this? Oh, I've got to. Oh, I thought it'd be lighter than that. You ready? No, I can't play it. I like that. Okay. Oh, let's just do this first. Why was it asking us to do this so soon here? Watson, man, what are you doing? Watson! Come on!
This green grand mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. We should search every inch of this place.
Okay.
This green...
Not again. Let's just save before you go on. Oh, you see, you know something I don't. It won't let you. It doesn't let you. No, it don't let you. It has save points. It has save points, sir. It's not like the others that we've played. I don't think you can save. I've said that twice. You know you can't. Right. Hello, you. Who are you?
osmosis, and photosynthesis. Osmosis.
Okay, let's let him.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
That the Green Grand Mystic spoke of. Okay.
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
You wouldn't just do that though, would you? I've missed something in that room, I know I have. Because it gave me the symbol to look around. Bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. Hello. Good morning. Sorry, guys. It's the mother. She's in Australia, and she's just called to wish Janet a happy birthday. Right. Okay. So what have we got here now? The mother of God. It is. Yeah. Oh. So look at these. What we're going to call them? Caterpillars. Yeah. Look at the caterpillars. Are they the same ones that were in the jar that we haven't tested yet?
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants.
We haven't checked it yet, have we?
Let's take them.
With me, I'm fine. I am. I'm absolutely fine. My mum's in Australia because one of our cousins got married over in Australia, so she went over. And I think she's over there for... I think she's gone over there. I think she's over there for 3 months. Ah, let's check this.
A tropical plant.
We're
Nothing of
looking
interest.
for... This is called a Venus flytrap, they are. I'm sure they're called Venus
A
flytraps.
tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Oh, okay. We're trying to find this deadly plant or something. Yeah, thank you, Kets. I thought there were. Suffocate fly.
tropical
Well,
plant.
insects, any
Nothing
kind
of
of flying
interest.
insect, yeah.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
He probably did, Janet. Gosh.
These
Oh,
three
dear.
plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I
Ah.
shall take them.
So, do you think these are yeah, okay. So we're trying to... These are probably the stolen ones. That's what I believe. They're the stolen plants. And if we do find the connection, we are getting very close to solving the mystery of the stolen plants.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant.
Why is it doing this? A tropical plant, nothing of interest. Have I got to go and search the whole place? Have a look. Who is the main suspect? Albert, at the moment. At the moment, it's Albert.
This green grand mystic fellow seems rather
You
suspicious.
said that earlier on. Right, I think we've done everything in here. Let's have a look. I still want to know why it was giving me that special eye when I got near this door. Let's see if it does it again. There, look. So there's something I've got to look for here. What reason? Oh, there we go. What reason would she have had, though? Do you think it could have been how his father treated him?
A fragment of a flower pot. Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Look at this. Ah! There we go.
The Kew Gardens symbol.
So we found the plants. Probably. You might be right there, Mini-Me. But we seem to have found the plants. Let's go and pick these. Or are they going to light up again for me? No. We do this. Oh, come on.
Photo.
What of? The wedding and everything. Oh, I've seen those.
Who are you?
What? Do you want to see them? Here. Oh, God. Hang on. Dear God.
Things like that I like, you know.
Yeah, I know. I know you do. Yeah, I know. I'm not.
You are.
You know how to use it. Oh, dear. All right, I'm busy. Right, so I don't know what we're checking for here now, because we found the plants. I don't know if we have to go back, although this is a nice garden. They do look alright, don't they? Right, so let's have a look, because I want to work out if we're heading back to Kew Gardens now. The Green Grand Mystic is a strange character. He is a Chinese tattoo. There is particularly scars on the palm of his hands and injury to the necessary to force him. Right, okay, so he may have had chemicals. So somebody, I'm trying to work out how do we now link these two together? How do I link them together now? Okay, okay. Hold up, mate.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Right, okay. Oh, why would that not have worked?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
Why would that not have worked?
Not worthy there.
There's got to be the symbol on the broken parts. The fragment from the statue, no. The keys, he does have the keys for Kew Gardens, although there were duplicate copies made. I went for the symbol on the broken, not on the, oh, that's not, I thought it meant, yeah, we went for the hidden parts. Right, guys, come on, let's do this one. I've done enough now. Come on. I would say, oh, well,
Nevertheless,
I've done it.
we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard.
There we go.
How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
You told me. You get it.
Really
Look, he's
now.
giving him the
There was a
keys to
theft
everywhere
of
and
plants at
moaning
Kew Gardens a matter of days ago.
that he's found some
And
pots.
we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Um,
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
Oh, brilliant.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Oh.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
So we need to go back now then, don't we? I think I'm going to go back to Baker Street so we can take the dog back. Analyse. You see, if I'd have analysed the pot, I may have found that Baker Street for one. Yeah, that's what I want to do, and then we can find out what the link is, because we're near the end of solving this one, I'm sure. Sure. Toby, are you with us? Yay. Toby's with us. Yay. Right, let's get these done.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
A pipette? Well, it's one of these. A pipette.
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
What?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So, what do you think it is?
Wow.
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Vodka.
Small colorless crystals. colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson,
Salt.
could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent.
Flame looks quite good,
see
doesn't
if
it?
there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you.
I
need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent.
Okay.
I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent.
I think it goes into that one, isn't it? Oh, there we go.
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
But who? Oh gosh, guys, we've got quite a few now. Come on then, people. So the Divine Syndicate and the Missing Deadly Plants. Let's do that one. Come on, Divine Syndicate. No. Oh, for God's sake, man. Oh, Divine Syndicate and the... I've got that one already. Poison and suspicious ingredients. Okay, nice. Set up the experiment. That's complete then, isn't it? Set up the alkaline from experiment. Right, we've got to do that then, haven't we?
According to the deadly plants information, in order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely. According to the deadly...
So we got the caterpillars, so what's happened now?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Evidence required.
According to the deadly plants information, in order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely.
So do we need to go back now to get them caterpillars? Because we already had caterpillars that I'm aware of. But we already had... Well, we've got to get fertilizer, haven't we? The hell are you doing?
This green grand mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. What should we do next, Holmes?
Wow, what a muppet. What are you doing? Right, so we've got to go back, haven't we, to get fertilizer. Will we get fertilizer from Kew Gardens, or do we have to go back to the Syndicate? Been doing something. I'm trying to think, would we need to go to where Miss White was, Margaret White, because there was an analysis table in that room and there may have been fertilizer on there. We'll talk to this guy, see if he'll speak to us. Oh, Miss Mini-Meep, thank you very much for that. Oh, so Mr. C. Frederickson has just gifted a tier 1 sub to Mini-Meep. You ready? Whoop, whoop. Nice. Wait, what? There you go, Mr. C. He has thanked you, and thank you very much for that gifted sub, Mr. C. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, so what have we got here now? Thomas, how are you, sir? So, Kew Gardens.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
You're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. Guys, he's lying. So, you're lying. So now, you reckon? Ah. Oh, well done.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
Well done.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
No.
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
Oh, so this is where it's concluding now.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Okay, we've got a lot of questions here that we need to do, guys. We need to get these sorted out. So, the new director... Hamish has to become... Right, okay, so that... I've still got to set that experiment. We've got to do this experiment as well, because that's holding us back. What else have we got? You see, the white studies that she was on about, I must have had something to do with... So it's got nothing to do with the family. No. Missing Deadly Plants and Divine Syndicate. I think I did that one, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Because that was so Missing Deadly Plants, it doesn't go, look. You get what I mean? It doesn't go anyway. I'm sure I did that one. You'd have thought it would have done. So, Deadly Stolen Plants and Divine Syndicate. Oh, you put missing, and it's you've got two. You've got missing and deadly. So you probably meant right. Okay, so Divine Syndicate stole all the plants from the exhibit, including the deadly species. They could have used them in order for murder of Miss Divine. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants. They did steal all but the deadly plants because they said they were missing. Yeah, they said they were missing. Right, so we've still got to set that experiment up as well. Let's go back to this board, see if we can get a couple more. So what have we got now? Miss White, her family, White studies, missing deadly plants, and no. Not a problem, Mini-Me. See you later. Thank you very much, sir. Albert. No, so none of these go together by the looks of things, I don't think. None of them go together. Figure this case out. I will figure it out, don't you worry. We'll get this done. Oh dear. Because we know Albert's ambition was to do with the sailing, being a naval officer or... But he feels that he's drawn to be head because of his father. Something to do with White and Dunn. Ah. No, it went with family. Here we go. We know that's right. So we know they're all right. Margaret White studied the social situation was completely dependent upon Montague's death. Well, okay. They're not connecting. Nowhere. See, they're all solid, but this one isn't. If I go for that one... Ah, there we go. Okay, so we've got that part. You see, we could go for it off that, but I'm not. I want to get these connected. I want to complete this, set up this experiment, so we need to get some caterpillars. We'll come back to this board. We'll come back to that. I want to see where I can get... it was over here, wasn't it? We've got to get fertilizer. Oh, hang on. Nope. You would find fertilizer in the seed room, I'm sure. It was here, wasn't it? Where's that? Have I gone past the analysis table that we had before?
Poor Mr. Montague Dunn. It is so awful.
I'm sure it was back here in one of those rooms. There was an analysis table, weren't there? I'm trying to work out if, because it allowed me to search it, but I wasn't able to use it. I want to check something. There we go. No, it wasn't on here either. Where was that room? Where was it? See, that's outside. I'm going to go back through here. Because there was... Probably, this is the seed room I'm aware of. I'm sure this is the seed room is where she was, wasn't it? Have a look. Yeah, that's the seed room. Okay. But there was a... Oh, here it is. No. It was a table on its own. But then it says that we need fertilizer, don't it? Stop running now. Where would we get fertilizer from? We're at Kew Gardens, for God's sake. And we're struggling to get fertilizer. I think. Ah.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
See, I thought we'd be able to use that. But we can't. So how am I going to get fertilizer now? Oh, the chemical laboratory. Right, okay. So, where's the chemical laboratory? Let's go back to one of those signposts. Where is it? There, look. Okay, so laboratory. Yeah, number 3. I can see it. Working out where it is. You are here. So it is inside number 3. So let's have a look. Looking at where that is, you are here. So that would be. That thing, it's in here, isn't it? Yeah. Not this room, is it? That's the cloakroom. I would say this is the chemical laboratory.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
What's that say outside? I'm lost here now. Watson, please. Because it's there, look. Because you've got the director's office, which is the first one. Second one is the cloakroom and the laboratory. So I'm in the right place. I am in the right place. But it's just... I was never referring to you as a girl, Grizzly. But Grizzly, how are you? Grizzly Bear Claw. Wow! Well, thank you for explaining that. That is fine. Hope you are well. Now, how do I perform this experiment? Evidence required. What evidence is... Do you know something? I think I might need to have to do something in here because I'm not getting... Excuse me, I'm not getting... It might be Ollie, but... Find a use. Perform analysis. Are they going to let me though? Oh, I've had a bit of a... I think I had a bit of a sniffles. What I'll do... Let me try and go to... Let's just see what we can do here. Because I need to work out what's going off on that one. After accusing them of stealing the plants and that, they might let me use... They might let me use the chemical room. Right, this... What's there a chemical room here though? I don't think there was a chemical room here, to be honest. Are you still doing that? Ah, it said locked.
This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
Right, we didn't do this. We didn't do this one, did we, guys? I'll say that's going to be there. Right, that will go that way. Okay. I'll say that's right because that don't move. Okay. Oh, it's getting the pattern right. That's right. That's right. It's getting that part there in the middle in the right place. That will move. Just got to get this right. I think that might be right. Okay, that's right. That's it. There we go. Okay. Thank you all. All right, okay. Experimento room.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments. A vast amount of opium.
Oh. Right, that.
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
Oh, have we got it? Have we done it?
This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens.
Just have a look. So now we can perform the analysis. Right, so I think we've got to go back to Baker Street now, I think. Just check around here anyway. Let's see what else is in here. Aha.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
Ooh. Smoking opium. We've got to be polite. See ya. It's a wonder he didn't just do it there. I'm going to go back to Baker Street because I don't know why he didn't do the experiment there. I'll go back 'cause it's only... There's a twizzle of a mouse stick. Yeah, there we go, look.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor.
Okay.
I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Take. Oh, we've got to put them in the right order. Oh, we've got to get them in the right order, I think. Well, that's all it can be then. Whoa. Get out of it. Ah! What was that?
This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
So that would have been it then, wouldn't it? That one. Oh, okay, so we've got to do this then, that would do it.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating. This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
It's that one then. What the hell do I do? Oh, hang on. Right, acid. I think it's
this plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Okay.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Right.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
Ah!
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more.
So...
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
I don't know how to agitate it anymore. Put some more on it.
No reaction.
If I put that on it, then this plant steals it.
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more.
Mr.
50
C!
for Scotland
The plants
Yard.
would be capable of killing only if
Thank
they were
you very much for
directly
those
next
bits
to
there.
the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Right.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more
dear.
time and ask some questions.
Okay. Right, we're getting there now. A long case, this one. All right, let's have a look. There we go. I think I would go for that one. I think that Albert had the biological knowledge to stimulate the deadly plant because he was reading up on all this stuff, wasn't he? And he probably did a deal with the divine. Even there's nothing. I'm going to try the other one as well anyway. No, I'm going to go with that one originally because I believe he was reading up on it. That's what I think. Right, okay. I think she did as well. No. Oh, God. She didn't. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. She didn't have the knowledge theoretically, according to this. Let's go back to Kew Gardens. Ask some more questions. I've got my opinion is it's Albert or Miss White. That's what I believe. Yeah. Let's go and have another chat. He may not speak to us again this time. A bit reluctant to open his heart, this guy.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly, I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
So remember that, 10:30.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation. Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of something, or
looking at 10:30, guys.
Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
He didn't do it. It was
he came here
her.
with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit.
Look how he struggled over the names of those plants.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
God, it was Mr. Hamish. I've gone for
and
everybody.
Mr. Hamish and Miss White. What were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10.
He said he got in
Then
late.
he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell.
Okay.
We hurried across to the water lily room and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh my God.
He did say that he
Thank
got
you,
into
young
work
man.
late that
We
morning,
shall see
didn't
you
he?
again soon.
Hamish said that he got into work late that day. So we need to have a conversation with Miss White. We'll have to go the long way around.
House.
Oh, the dry tropics room. We've gone the long way around. We need to talk to her again to find out what her movements were. This should be the seed. Yes, the seed house. Right. You're lying, love. You are lying.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can. Well, there's nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit.
Camera's going off for a bit, guys.
At 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
10 minutes late?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
That is not fair.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert to Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
So 10 o'clock, 10 past 10, and he said 10:30. 10-minute gap between them.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Right, so we're going to the... Oh, I don't like doing this. On. Well, we've got number 1. We'll go for that as 2. We did this earlier, didn't we, though?
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh no, so that would be 1. Right, let's just start that again. Oh, I did it with the plants earlier, and then that would be 2. Watch sequence. There we go. I think we got it.
When Montague
We got
Dunn
it.
was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking and likely
So they were
already
dropped from
half
up there.
asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder.
Which is I broke the
We
lock.
already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool.
Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
Oh dear God. Okay.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Okay, caterpillars are in. We've got to go to the ventilation system. I can remember where it is. I've gone through the wrong door. Ventilation system was just outside, wasn't it? Over to the right, I think. Oh, game. There we go. You can walk now, sir. Okay.
Before starting the engine, I need to enable the power supply. The power is on. The engine has started.
No.
The ventilation system is working.
Right, so it would have gone up straight through. Okay.
Water lily greenhouse.
Right, so now what do I do?
Now we need to see if we can activate the fans from Mr. Hamish's and Albert's space.
Right, so we've got to activate the fans. He was over here, wasn't he, I think. A lot of running around in this game. Where do we activate the fans then? Where do we activate the fans? I think what we've got to do is make sure, let Watson do. He's not. We've got to work out how to activate the fans from his space. Now, do I go back to the air conditioning? Because that. Right, so it's that room. We have to go in here. Ah, there we go.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Thank you. Right, where would the other one be? Let's go through this door. Right, that's working. That goes across there. That's working. Goes in there. It's the seed room now. And it went straight out. Ah, right, so that's not activated, so it's got to be over here now. See, I'm back here, but I can't see where the other one is. Where did you activate the other one? Come on, Holmes! See, it stops here. But it stops there.
Water lily greenhouse.
Oh, stop it. We've just got to get that one connected. Yeah, well, it does remind you of that, but... Axel, was there anything near to where you could see the heat conductor to stop there. There might have been. Good evening, how are you anyway? There might have been. Let's try this. I think we went that way, didn't we? There's nothing there. Good but tired. Whoa. There's got to be. We're looking for like a little junction box. Stop the game here. Go to Kew Gardens. Make a drawing. There you can solve it. No. Looking for a junction box. Right, it goes through here. And right, that's weird then. Because if we follow this all the way down, it goes across, it goes into this room here. Because it stops here. Nothing goes into the seed room. Oh, hang on. Ah. There it is.
Perfect.
There we go.
Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
Let's go back to Watson. Okay.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out. By activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection.
Through the window. Through the window. Right, so something's not right here then. Because that's the only one for that. So this one's not right. Right, okay. That's not making any sense now. What are these? Some of these are wrong. Some of these are wrong. So Hamish's motive. That's all that's there. That's all that's there. Got to be this one then, hasn't it? Some of these are wrong. Right, see, that brings it back. Albert's lack. If I do that, it changes the whole scope. If we do that one. So White's lack of experience. If I change this, it goes red. Okay. So that one. Nothing else moves. Right, see, that messes it all up. That puts it back. I think it was Hamish. No. I still don't think it was the, what's his name again? The green. I don't think it was him. You have changed the theft to murder. can't. You can't change that one. See, that one you can't change. The only one you can change is this one. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants from the exhibition. Now, when we spoke to him, he did say that when they went there, they couldn't see their plants, so they took theirs, which then makes sense, doesn't it? If you do this one, the Divine Syndicate stole all the plants from the exhibition, including the deadly species. They didn't because they couldn't find them. And when I click it, no, they couldn't find them. I know that for definite. He said they couldn't find them. He did say they couldn't find them, didn't he? That's what he said. Then change. Sorry guys, I'm not following you. Or you're on about that one? You can't change that one. So you're on about bottom, this one, or that one? No, doesn't change anything. So if I change that one back, it puts that back, you see. So it says the syndicate killed, done. Now I think that they may have set the trap because they stole the plants. Is that change White's lack? Change White's lack of experience. No, it still doesn't create anything. I mean, I can go with it and close it here, because we can turn around and say that they did it if that's what it's coming up with. But because of what we've got set here, normally you'd have one here to give you a bit more clue. Albert's lack of, Albert's lack of experience. So we put that one. If I change that there, watch what happens. Nothing changes there. Can't change these, they're right. When there's solid blue, you can't change them, you can only pick what's going off. If I do this one again, that disappears. That's right, so that means that's wrong. So we know that that's that one. Sorry, that one. And it will come back. Okay. Black one is the one you currently selected. Yeah, sorry, because I keep forgetting they go from, it's the clear ones I'm supposed to be selecting. Albert's lack of experience. So Albert had a biological knowledge to simulate the deadly plants. That's only if he was working in conjunction with. See? And it makes it go. So I know that's not right. But that is. That's the difference. So we think these are right. Don't think we can do any more.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Yeah, we can't really do any more, I don't think. Because it keeps telling us to go to the deduction board. But that's got to be that and that. There we go. So let's have a look what we've got here. So the syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder Montague at a later date. Someone stole the deadly plants before the syndicate were able to get them. I think it's that one. No, so that's not right either. Hamish's opportunity, no. Okay. So now with this in the work, yeah, that don't work now at all. So then now we're going to do that one. Ah, there we go. We're getting somewhere. Right, okay. Right. So if we change that one to that one, it takes it all away. Okay, lack of experience. Still don't work. So it's something along this side now to bring that back. That changes it. No matter what we do, we can't get that back now. If you change Albert and White to the bottom, have experience. Yeah. No. I'm losing you in chat, guys. If you change Albert and White to both have experience. Change Albert to... Oh, okay. So... You can't change his motive. Let's have a look where we're looking at. Albert's lack of experience. Albert, so we've put Albert had. But it goes red, you see. And where's White? Can't change her. White's knowledge. Yeah, we've done that. Had biological experience. But if we do that one... No. So let's just have a look at what that's asking me to do.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Oh, okay. But what I've got to do is I've got to get those other, I've got to get them to link. So if I'm changing them and they're going red, it's wrong. If I'm changing them and they're linking together, it's correct. Because it's creating a chain. I just want to see what's going off here. It says let's go to Scotland Yard. I don't know why.
This watch is of great value. A membership card.
We've done this already. I just want to... I can close it now with a good with a reasonable understanding, but I'm just trying to work out how I can get this storyboard complete. Ah, there we go.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder.
That's what
of
I'm
Montague
thinking.
Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Because that's what I believe. Now where are we going?
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
I bet he's dead. Oh no, he ain't. Oh, okay. So... have a look. I bet he's dead. The large greenhouse. Which is the large bloody greenhouse? Large glass house. Yeah, this one. Get out! It's such a big place, Kew Gardens. That's the large greenhouse there. Which is where we found the body. Oh, for crying out loud, game! Just the large, it's the large greenhouse where the body was, I'm sure. I would say this one. He just gets in the way, look. What? Why is he as a character standing in doorways and things like that, look? Just crazy. Honestly, it's absolutely crazy. As well as I can't find my way around. Look, large
Holmes,
greenhouse.
My God.
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Look at this. Where's he walking?
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Life has become live in hell, find unreal doom, deserves to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood on my hands. Mr. T, don't do it.
You're ready.
Don't do it. Do not do it, sir. Don't. Can somebody ban that man? Well, Hamish seems to have always fallen victim to our circumstances, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here now. Okay, so farewell. Is that him admitting it, though? That's the difference. Is that him admitting it? Good evening, sir. How are you? Or should I say, Jolly Roger? Because it says, life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Yeah. Dune, it says here, Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood on my hands. Now, if he written this letter, that's saying that he murdered him. I've been sailing the seas for Mrs. Kess. Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm just making to the ladies. Going to the ladies. Back in 1 minute. Okay, 50's back. I'm back. Right, okay, so this is a confession, okay? But did he write the letter? So we're down to find out who killed Mr. Montague Doon. Examine Moss's body. Right, okay, so we've examined, have we done the whole body? Because I believe
a club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
why? Hold on a second. What? Here we go. Right, we need to get this bloody deduction board thing, I think, because White and Hamish were involved. Do you think? Right, let's have a look. Okay. Talk to Lestrade. So.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the
Go on then, what do I need to do?
by the murderer.
Come on.
If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking
Yeah,
into
that would be nice.
consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
Oh, God,
The
don't let
map
me...
at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may
Oh, here we
recreate
go.
the events of that morning.
So, I know the time was... Right, let's have a look then. Let's have a look. He said that he got in 10 minutes late, so she said around 9:40, didn't she? Have a look. She said around 9:40. Miss White joined Hamish. Sure, she said about 9:40, didn't she? Did we remember the times, guys? Play. Oh, God. It says in the text. It does, don't it? I have to go back through all that lot. Oh, gosh.
Perfect, Watson. Now,
Gonna take
let
me
us
all
ascertain
night.
Who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn?
Right. You ready for this? Nice, Cluedo. Miss White. All of them.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door.
Which would have given her enough time.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
It's got to be Albert and Hamish, hasn't it? I'm going to go with it. Miss White had more time. She did, didn't she? No, because that one now, let's try that. No, that's wrong. Okay. Albert is not involved. No, he is now. I'm not sure about that one. Trying to get this back because we got a bit further last time, didn't we? Albert had the time. Albert and Hamish are not accomplices. It is likely that Albert would have an opportunity to... Let's try that one and see if that works. Okay. So... we know they're right. White's lack of experience. We've gone for that one. And if I do that, it takes it all away. We know that's not right. Damn! That does the same. So we can't get to the end now, can we? Hamish acted alone. See, we've got Albert had time. We've got to go back through all this again because this is not... You have more clues? Oh God, seriously? Well, that and that has got to go together. Oh, okay. White had time. So Albert and Thing It On, not accomplices. Right, there we go. So they're not accomplices. White is an accomplice. We've still not got these together. That takes that away, so we have to change the timeline again on that one. So are we going to go for Albert's not involved? Because I don't think he'd kill his father. No. Right, okay. Do they link? Yeah, that's what I don't think Albert would stoop that low. We've got all this lot linked. Son was poisoned. Sect is not involved. I don't think they were involved anyway. Hamish motive, Hamish opportunity. Albert is not involved, and we've got White had time because she did. So that all links. White situation. She was wealthy anyway. Disagreement. She did have a disagreement. So if we go for that, I would go for... I'm doing it. What we're going to do, guys, come on, let's have it. What do you reckon? Are we going to go for condemn or absolve? Because I reckon it was her. She might have a pretty face. Come on, guys. Condemn. What do you reckon, guys? It is all your own choice. Make your decisions. Do what Wiki says. What does Wiki say? You ready? Colic. I've only got one person said condemned, so we're going to do it. Right, let's do it. That's it, we've done it. We've condemned her. We've condemned her. We've condemned the woman. Olik, how are you? Okay. Have a look how we did. Have a look
But
how
Holmes,
bad we did.
How can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious.
Not condemn.
Watson. Just use your brain.
So you've Wikipedia'd it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication.
I do, matey.
After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining. The deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
Oh my God, it was
You
Albert.
think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It
It
is
was
difficult
Albert.
to care about
I'm sorry,
someone
guys, it was
who is
Albert.
capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
God, what do I have to do?
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Oh, come on!
Well
Suicide
done,
is
Watson.
not an
She
option.
was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
Right. Okay, alright, okay. Oh, to check. Let's have a look. Well, we found all the clues. White is an accomplice. That's what we've gone. Are we going to accept this? Accept decision. Let's have a look. Oh! People solved the case the same way, 91%. People made the same moral choices, 76%. I think we did okay. I think we did alright. What do you reckon, guys? You ready? I think we did alright. Yeah. We did okay. Yeah, he didn't do a lot. So I think we did okay. We did okie dokie. So, the next case for Sherlock Holmes as crime and punishment is a half moon walk. But guess what, guys? We're not doing that tonight. This will be on for next Tuesday, guys. So from me, I think we did okay on that one. It was a long ass one though. A long ass one. Not as interesting as some of the others because we're only looking for plants. But guys, I want to thank you very, very, very much for joining me on Tuesdays, which is a Sherlock Holmes Tuesday. Moonwalk style. You ready? Of course I'll do it. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for Mr. T for the bits. Thank you for Mr. C for the bits. Thank you for all the resubs. Wow, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you, hopefully, tomorrow. Probably a late start stream tomorrow. But I will see you tomorrow doing something. I don't know what. Let's see what 50 brings out of the bag. Guys, thank you very, very, very much. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you later. Good night. You ready? The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer. The 50plusgamer squad. You ready?
The 50-plus gamer. 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 The 50-plus gamer.